David Allen is wereldwijd bekend als de auteur van de bestseller Getting Things Done. Getting Things Done is een van de meest gebruikte methodes om zo effectief mogelijk alle to-do's in je leven en werk te structureren. In onze vorige video spraken we met David over hoe hij binnen de David Allen Company zijn vergaderingen vormgeeft met behulp van de organisatievorm Holacracy. In deze tweede en laatste video spreken we met hem over zijn visie op vergaderen in het algemeen, de grootste meeting killers en de voorwaarden voor een goede vergadering.
If you look at just non-holacracy meeting, like the classical meetings, with the agenda and the minutes and the facilitator or the chairman who starts and leads the meeting, what do you think are the biggest meeting killers when you're in a meeting like that?
I think the biggest meeting killer is not being clear about what you're trying to produce by what time. You know, even if you and I agree what we want the meeting to accomplish, but we don't agree by what time we need to think that's going to accomplish, we don't know how to frame our conversation in order to achieve that result. You know, most meetings are just knee-jerk half-hour or one-hour meetings, and you might need 3 hours. So clarifying what's the purpose of the meeting is, and the lack of that is probably one of the biggest meeting killers. You know, in another context, I've defined 5 reasons for a meeting. One is to give information. I just want to let you know. Get information. I need to find out. Brainstorm. Hey, here's something. Let's generate some ideas together, some possible options and things. Decision making. Okay, we now need to make a decision about X, Y, and Z. And warm human contact. Just the serendipity of people get together. When 2 or more are gathered, sometimes magic kind of shows up. And you could have a meeting that has all of that. We're going to give information, get information, brainstorm some ideas, make some decisions, and we're going to hang out. You're going to get a chance to do that. But the problem would be if I come in and I just want to give you information, you come in and you just want to make a decision. I come in and I just want to brainstorm, and I come in just because I want to play and I want to be around people. Then we'll want to shoot each other because we haven't aligned on, wait a minute, why are we really here and what are we trying to accomplish? And so, that's always the healing, the healing dynamic.
Do you think the way we meet will change in the future?
Well, the virtual world is certainly changing everything. And to me, we have an almost totally virtual company. We meet all the time through GoToMeeting or GoToWebinar ourselves. And that's certainly changing the way things are, I think, how we interact, with each other. In a way, I think these are universal. Meetings are going to be forever. I mean, we're going to, in 100 years when we land on Jupiter, you're still going to need a meeting, to figure out how you're going to get off the planet or so forth. So, that kind of collaboration and, having, multiple resources that need to focus on an outcome. I don't think that's going to change, but just the nature of how virtual it is, and how do we work that? How do we make sure that works really well? Oftentimes I've seen now, just visited Steelcase, the office design company in the U.S. not long ago, and they're now designing rooms, the meeting rooms, so that the person on the screen feels like they're at the table as opposed to down on the end. So sort of bringing the virtual world so that it still feels like you're in the same room, in the same place. And of course, the technology, as it's increasing, getting better and better. And the fact that we're talking now and people are
do you think it's important to feel like you're there at the moment?
I think it helps. I think there's a lot that comes across in body language. Yeah. There's a ton amount. So, the fact that we're limited with only 6 cameras, webcams at a time on GoToMeeting, sometimes people hop off so that somebody can come on so that we can see them as well. And we've just found that valuable and useful because I think there's a lot more that gets communicated through body language than email can, and some of those medium can be, you can really lose a lot in translation oftentimes. But otherwise, I'm not sure that I would say anything has changed other than perhaps probably the need for meetings increases to the degree to which change increases. So when things change and things are on cruise control, you don't need meetings. As a matter of fact, a lot of people should just cancel every meeting they've got and only reset the ones they really need. Many times it's just like, oh, we're going to this Monday meeting, and you're following the cow in front of you to the Monday meeting, and it kind of lost its meaning. You only needed Monday meetings, back when we were a startup. Now maybe you don't need that meeting but once a month. Or maybe you need to meet twice a day. So deciding when and the frequency of the meetings and making sure that then your technology and your abilities to handle that, I think people are going to get better and more facile, or going to need to anyway, as things speed up and people need to get more nimble in terms of what they're doing in their organization.